Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to the Tigers Den in Beardstown, Illinois, as we get ready for another exciting season of high school boys basketball in the land of Lincoln on Central Illinois Sports. It's night one of the Beardstown Tiger Classic as we get set for what should be one of the more premier matchups here in pool play against the Rushville Industry Rockets and the defending state champion Winchester West Central Cougars. You're watching things live here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors who bring basketball to you on Central Illinois Sports. And when we come back, we'll get you set for the first of 16 games here from Beardstown. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Absolutely nobody wants to hear that on Christmas morning, but if you're shopping for kids of any age, your local Farm Supply can help because we have them on sale. Wide variety of toys, including some of the trendy ones like Care Bears. We're bringing them back for under 13 bucks. Then Pokemon and Pokemon cards, they never go away. We got these under 5 bucks. Then all Hasbro games, board games are 20% off. That's fun for all ages and families. And take your pick from these huge plush animals. They're under 15 bucks. And yes, your local Farm Supply does carry Squishmallows. These are under 12 bucks.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, it should be a fun one to start off the 8th annual Beardstown Tiger Classic at the Rockets and the Cougars warming up here on the floor. Let's tell you just a little bit about Rushville Industry last season. 10-18, 2-7 in the West Central Conference, scored 46.5 points a game and gave up 54.5. This team struggled a lot early on, losing 7 of their first 10, including 3 losses here in last season's 2023 Beardstown tournament. This team looking to rebuild here a little bit as they've lost a couple of big seniors over the past year, but this team really has a locked and loaded infrastructure of players that have a lot of varsity minutes, kids that have a lot of time on the floor from last year and a lot of experience, including the big 3 free tags. Senior Bennett free tag, Reed free tag, and the sophomore Carter. And the Rockets probably, honestly, maybe look to be a contender to win this tournament. They've got a lot of depth. Tyler Crum says you're going to see a lot of guys on the floor here in the early going, and we should expect this team to be a little feisty and a little get after it here as they look to establish themselves early in this pool. And if they've got a shot of getting to the championship game on Saturday, they're more than likely going to have to pick up a win here tonight. They'll be without a couple of key players, though. Jordan McGinnis lost a broken leg during football, and Ryland Reimolds, we believe, out for a short term here with a broken bone in the hand. We hate to see those two guys out. Jordan, of course, kind of a big defensive bulldog for this team as we get ready to rock and roll. We are watching live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We remind you here, 2 games after this one coming up, it'll be Unity, the Menden Unity Mustangs, taking on the Hartsburg-Emden Stags. And then in the nightcap tonight, the Southeastern Suns will take on the Griggsville Perry JV squad, who have filled in on a last-minute run here to get our field of 8 here tonight. We also remind you, Jack, John, and Charlie, the whole trio, will be down at Voschel Gymnasium at Pittsfield as they get ready for night 1 of the Saki Turkey Tournament. 2 games starting at 6 and 7:30 down at Voschel. You can put one on your TV, one on your tablet, and keep abreast of everything going on here at both tournaments all week long on Central Illinois Sports. We'll step aside for a couple of more minutes here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you more about the West Central Cougars and how they've been getting ramped up here for the 2024-25 season. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
Gobble gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
We welcome you back here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank. With locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, their experts serve the entire region and beyond. And check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, on the other side of the coin here tonight, a team that knows a lot about winning lately, the West Central Cougars. 36-3 last season, 9-0 in the WIVC, and of course, the Class 1A state champions last year behind a heck of a trio of Zach Evans, Mason Berry, and Chance Little. This team scored 58.9 points a game, gave up 42.1. Last year's winners of this tournament, they also won the Waverly and Winchester tournaments, and they won 8 of their first 10 games last season. The last time this team suffered defeat was back on January 20th to St. Louis area power Principia, and that was back at the Quincy Shootout. Principia, a very, very tough team out of that St. Louis metro area that really challenged the Cougars and kind of helped set that pace to get ready for that second half of the season and the big postseason run where they hosted the state tournament trophy at the end of the weekend in Champaign. Of course, you know all about the big losses on this team, Zach Evans, Mason Berry, and Chance Little. But this team a little bit deep now. 10 players on the roster that we might possibly see at any point in the night. You've got some great, fantastic athletic guards like Riker Ford, Cameron Sievers, and, of course, probably getting to see a little bit of Carson Clevenger as well in the early going. Carson Brown will lead the front court attack, a man that had a very nice football season, especially on the defensive side for the Cougars as they found themselves back into the IHSA playoffs. And you'll also see guys like senior Caden Meyer and Zach Howard. And we expect to see maybe a little bit out of sophomore Gabe Howard here to log some minutes as well, as Ryan Seasting looks to keep the good times rolling here in Scott County, and a nice group of athletic kids to get things rolling here after the big successful season last year. We will step aside for a couple of more minutes and the national anthem. When we come back, it'll be the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups and our first taste of high school basketball action here in the state of Illinois. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Kepi. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Hey, Abe.
Hey, George.
You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales, so whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
We are ready to rock and roll here on Central Illinois Sports. High school basketball coming your way from the Beardstown Tiger Classic. Let's meet the starting lineups, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Starting lineup for the West Central Cougars. At guard, a 5'9 senior, number 4, Cameron Sievers. At guard, a 5'11 junior, number 10 is Nick Hamilton. At forward, a 6' junior, number 11, Riker Ford. At forward, the 6'2 senior, number 25, Carson Brown. And rounding out the starting five, a 6'3 senior, number 34, Caden Myers. It'll be Sievers, Ford, Hamilton, Brown, and Meyer for Ryan Seasting's West Central Cougars. On the opposite side here for Tyler Crumb's Rushville Industry Rockets, at one guard, junior, number 1 is Jagger Bartlett. At guard, a sophomore, number 2, Carter Freetag. At guard, the senior, number 4, Bennett Freetag.
And number 34, Reed Freetag.
At guard, a junior, number 24 is Chase Bickerman, and at guard, a senior, number 34, Reed Freetag. We will do our best to keep abreast of all three free tags. We will probably go by their first name on occasion so you don't get too confused. But again, Carter Freetag, number 2, Bennett Freetag, number 4, and Reed Freetag, number 34. A nice crowd filing in here early for a 5 o'clock start. So glad you're joining us here too. Brian Shoemaker on the call here tonight. We'll have some guests and friends along the way through the week as we work through 16 games here at the Tigers Den in Beardstown. Stepping in, it'll be Carter Freetag taking on Nick Hamilton in the center. Tip is up and good, and West Central will win the opening tip here of our new basketball season. Sievers will work it across as it's a little bit of a zone look here from the Rockets in the early going. They work the ball down into the corner, driving in Riker Ford. Gets stopped, gives it out now to Brown. He has nowhere to go. They work it around the perimeter. Sievers with the basketball, tosses it down into Riker Ford. A nice season from Riker Ford as a quarterback for that Cougars team that ended 6-3. Went down to Carrollton in the first round, unfortunately lost. It's stolen away now. Here comes Bennett Freetag up with the right hand, steal and a bucket, and Rushville Industry on the board here. quick and early. 2 early points now for Bennett Freitag. Freitag with a really sharp haircut now. Saw a little bit of shag from Bennett Freitag last season, but he is trimmed up and looks ready to be the big senior leader on this squad. Cougars, long 3-ball on the way from Hamilton, no good. Rebound comes down now from Caden Meyer, and they'll get a second chance here. Short corner, and it'll be a lane violation against the Cougars, as it looks to be Caden Meyer spending just a little bit too much time in the lane. This a little bit of a loaded pool here on this opposite side. It's Rushville Industry, West Central, Menden Unity, and Hartsburg Emden. We'll get a look at the Stags and the Mustangs coming up here in our 6:30 contest. As the shot up and no good, and the rebound pulled down now by Carson Brown. Cougars quickly back on the attack now. This is Sievers with it, and it gets tipped away there as getting his hand on it was Reed Freitag. Reed Freitag, Bennett Freitag, the 2 senior Freitags on this squad. Carson, the other of the 3. He's a sophomore. We saw a nice tournament out of him just as a freshman last year. 3-ball on the way from Nick Hamilton is no good. Misses everything and falls into the hand of Chase Bickerman. Rockets quickly back on it now. Bennett Freitag with the basketball, takes a few dribbles, and they'll set back up here, will the Rockets. Reed gets it picked up, nowhere to go. He's got to get rid of it. Thankfully finds Carter Freitag if you're a Rockets fan. Dribbling out near the Tiger Paw. He's got to count, picks it up, has to get rid of it, sneaks back off to the opposite side. This is Bennett Freitag on the right side. Cross-court pass. Rockets spreading things out here, and it'll be a travel violation as Bennett picked up the foot before he dropped the ball to dribble. 5:55 left to go here in the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, as Rushville Industry has a 2-0 lead off the layup from Bennett Freitag on the steal and a bucket. Rockets still in the zone look. This is Hamilton with the basketball on the right side. Nowhere to go inside as they're trying to find that inside play of Carson Brown. Hamilton drives in. Big Euro step. Tyler Crum wanted to travel, didn't get it. The shot's no good, and rebounded by Jagger Bartlett, and we're going to get a foul here against West Central. Foul's going to go against Carson Brown. It'll be his first. Team first of the contest. Checking in here for West Central is going to be Zach Howard, the 6'2 senior forward, wearing number 20, and Blaine Sidwell, the 6' sophomore, number 30. Blaine Sidwell, part of the All-State All-Hair team last year at Champaign with those long, shaggy locks on top. Rushville Industry quick gets the basketball down. Nice look there from Jagger Bartlett all the way down to Chase Bickerman, and Rushville Industry with a 4-0 lead here in the early going. 3-ball on the way. Cameron Sievers on the left side. Back of the iron. Rebound grabbed by Bickerman. Here come the Rockets again, trying to extend on this early lead. Right back now into the hands of Jagger Bartlett. Drives into the block, nowhere to go. Rockets work it around the perimeter. Bennett Freitag with it. Dribbles in on the left side, guarded by Brown. Tries to work into the post, goes up hard with the right hand and in. Count the basket for Bennett Freitag. Count the foul for Carson Brown, and that's going to be his second already. Bennett Freitag heads back to the free throw line here. One of the leading scorers on this team for the past couple of seasons. First one's up and no good. They say that shot was before the foul, excuse me, for not having that correct in the call. Caden Meyer checks back in. Carson Brown will get a seat with 2 early fouls here for the Rockets, or for the Cougars, excuse me. Bennett Freitag, second free throw is up and good. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Rockets here. Just about halfway through the first on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Down into the corner, Sidwell with the basketball. Flashing high to the block there, nothing to go for Howard. And that one will get kicked and remain Cougar basketball. Riker Ford will check back in. Sievers will get a seat. Cameron Sievers, a 6-man last year for this Cougars team that played like a starter. He's now thrust into the starting role. Riker Ford draws in a little hezzy Euro step, and it'll be a travel. As Darrell Uppinson says, one too many steps. A couple of early turnovers here for the Cougars. We'll see if the Rockets are able to capitalize. Full court pressure now from West Central. They'll work the basketball in, quickly gets double teamed, does Reed Freitag. They work the basketball down to the right side. Jagger Bartlett tries to toss it inside, gets it into the hands of Bickerman, up off the glass and good. Chase Bickerman with a couple. It's a 7-0 lead here for Rushville Industry. 4:25 left in the first on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Ryan Seasting says we'll take a 30-second break. We'll take it 2. Rockets up 7-0. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
The Cougars take the Adams Fiber Network timeout. For top-notch local computer sales and repair services, Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. Give the guys a call at 217-214-3423. As we work to get a couple of things adjusted here on the scoreboard. 3 balls up on the way, no good. Cougars get a second rebound at it. Sidwell's shot, no good. And back come the Rockets very quickly. Cross-court pass on the floor now. This is Reed Freitag, kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way from Jagger Bartlett, no good. Chase Bickerman tries to get it. A little bit of a battle there with Zach Howard, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cougars on the hustle play from the senior Zach Howard. We'll expect to see a lot more minutes out of Zach Howard this year, as the Cougars trying to fill in some big holes after the graduations of 3 guys that helped lead them to a state championship last year. Quick kick out, Riker Ford, 3 ball in the left corner, no good. Skying high for the rebound is everybody. It's going to go off the hands of Bennett Freitag, and it'll remain West Central basketball. First of 3 games coming up for you here tonight. The Mustangs taking on the Stags in our 6:30 contest. The Suns and the Tornadoes, the JV version of Griggsville Perry, will be here for the 8 o'clock nightcap tonight. And going up high with it and getting the bucket is going to be Zach Howard. He'll get a chance at the and one here. Tough take. And the Cougars are on the board here, 7-2. Zach Howard at the line, looking to get the 3-point play here off the back of the rim. Bounces high off the glass and finally falls through. A little friendly touch, and it's a 7-3 ball game. Rockets trying to get through this full court pressure. They get down quickly. Double team, though, when they pick the basketball up. Bennett Freitag with the basketball out at the volleyball line. Now hands it back off to Carter. Carter kicks it down into the corner. That's Bickerman. They whip it back around. It's Caden Meyer now with the job of guarding Bennett Freitag. 3 ball on the way out of the hands of Reed Freitag off the right side of the iron. Bickerman fighting for it, and we're going to get a foul. Looks to be against West Central, and that's going to go against Zach Howard. It'll be the 3rd team foul of the quarter here already for West Central, with 3:05 left to go on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Carter Freitag gets it inbounded now. They get it down into the corner to Jagger Bartlett. Working around here against a man-to-man defense from West Central. Bennett tries to go in, spin move on the left side, high up with the right hand and good. A tough take from Bennett Freitag. It's a 9-3 basketball game. Bennett Freitag already with 5 quick points here in the early going. Average in double figures last year for this Rocket squad. They get it down in. Zach Howard high off the glass, no good. Bounces around. Bennett Freitag with it. Here come the Rockets on the run. They kick it down into the corner. 3 ball on the way from Carter Freitag, no good. Rebound grabbed here quickly by Reed Freitag. They'll get it to Jagger Bartlett. Substitutions on the way for both sides here on the next dead ball. Bounce pass, dangerous one, stolen away now by Zach Howard. Turnover, and here come the Cougars, and it's going to be a foul against Carter Freitag. Second of the quarter against the Rockets. First against Carter Freitag. Checking into the basketball game, Ian Escapa, junior guard wearing number 21, and Macon Kessler, a forward, number 42 for the Rockets. Checking in for West Central, Gabe Howard, the big 6'4 sophomore, number 33, checks in to see if they can get a little bulk inside. Quickly gets a rebound, throws it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Howard, though he'll get the board in the bucket, and it's 9-5 here. Tipped away, picked up by the Rockets. They work the basketball around now. This is Escapa with it. Picks it up at the volleyball line, nowhere to go. Escapa, and they're saying he's going to get a little backcourt violation. A little pressure from Cameron Sievers leads to the turnover. And the Cougars have an opportunity to cut back into this short deficit. 9-5, Rushville Industry with the lead. They led 7-0 in the early going of this one, as the Cougars will get it on their side of the floor in front of the Rockets bench. Sievers with the basketball, works it over to Sidwell on the left side. Bennett Freitag will check back in on the next dead ball here for Rushville Industry. Works it down in. Nice scoop shot up and good. A really tough take for Cameron Sievers. And it's a 9-7 basketball game. Escapa pushes it down the right sideline. Trying to push it up the floor. Gets double teamed. Now kicks it down into to Jagger Bartlett. Gets tipped away there from Howard and will go out of bounds. Nick Hamilton will check back in for the Cougars. Bennett Freitag checks back in for the Rockets with 1:22 left to go here in the opening frame. There is a nice crowd here for both sides. Not normal to what you'd see at a 5 o'clock basketball game. Bennett Freitag, top of the key, pulls it back out to the Tigers' paw. Gets a pick now from Carter Freitag, drives in, goes up high with the left hand, blocked by Howard and turned away as Gabe Howard will get the basketball. Howard's everywhere on this squad. Driving in hard is a big up and under from Nick Hamilton. He'll get fouled and he'll go to the free throw line trying to convert the old three-point play. Jagger Bartlett will pick up the foul for Rushville Industry. Checking back in for Rushville now, for the first time, senior guard number 33, Jason Klitz will check in. As for Jagger Bartlett, I believe that's his second foul. Remind you about the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you as the free throw is no good. Rockets back on the run quickly. Carter Freitag down in the left corner. Less than a minute to go in the opening period of basketball. They work it around. This is Klitz on the left side. Trying to find somebody at the high post. Nothing there. Working now down. This is Reed Freitag. Back up to Bennett. Trying to look into the post, but still nothing there. Nice defense from the Cougars. Down into the corner. Trying to drive inside. It's Reed Freitag, and there's going to be a foul on the floor against West Central. It'll be Nick Hamilton with the foul. It'll be Hamilton's first. Team fourth of the quarter. As Ryan Seaston quickly grabs some substitutes here with 37 seconds left to go. Caden Meyer will check back into the contest to give a little interior ball. Bennett Freitag, the trigger man, kicks it back up top of the key. They work it around. This is Klitz with it, with a really nice developed mullet. Trying to fight Bennett Freitag. He's going to get fouled on the inside as Gabe Meyer will get whistled for it, and that should be the fifth, sending Freitag to the line for bonus. It'll be the first against Gabe Howard, fifth against the Cougars. And as Bennett Freitag steps to the line, we tell you about LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. First one out of the right hand to Bennett Freitag. Bounces off the back of the iron and no good. And we've had a nice basketball game to start here so far in the first 7.5 minutes. We'll be here for all 16 games this week. We remind you, starting at 6 o'clock, the Hull boys will be down at Voschel as the Saki Turkey Tournament kicks off. 2 games at 6 and 7:30. Put one on your tablet, one on your TV, and keep track of both here tonight. Hamilton crosses the trime stripe, kicks it over to Riker Ford on the left side. Gabe Howard trying to bully up against Bennett Freitag in the post, stolen away now. Here comes Carter Freitag. Steal and a bucket for Carter Freitag. It's an 11-9 lead in the waning seconds here of this one. Hamilton crosses. Kicks it down. This is Riker Ford with it. 3 seconds. They've got to get a shot off. They're going to get it to Caden Meyer from the volleyball line off the backboard and no good. And that's how we end the first quarter. It's Rushville Industry 11, West Central 9. Don't go anywhere. We're back here in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Life comes at you pretty fast. When you need a helping hand along the way, the staff at Petefish Skiles & Company Bank are there to assist you with your financial needs. Petefish Skiles & Company is your key to staying one step ahead of the game with mobile and online banking, giving you the power to manage your accounts, schedule payments, and even deposit checks from your smartphone. It's your time. Make the most of it with Petefish Skiles & Company Bank, located in Virginia, Petersburg, Havana, Jacksonville, Beardstown, Winchester, and Murrayville.
Welcome you back here as we start the second quarter from Beardstown. It's Rushville Industry 11, West Central 9 as we get ready for the second period. And the Rockets will get things going here to start the second. They'll work the basketball down into the corner to Carter Freitag. Overloaded, gets it back up to the high post, quickly down into the corner. Reed Freitag with a three-ball, no good. Rebound grab by Hamilton. He wants to run, and will quickly get a foul here against Rushville Industry. Foul's going to go against number 2, Carter Freitag. That'll be his second quickly here, first of the quarter against the Rockets. We'll see Tyler Crum expect to dig a little bit deep into this bench. Told us last week he expected to see a lot of guys on the floor. Said practice has gone really well this summer. Said they know what they got into this year, as he came in on late notice last season, as Hamilton goes high up off the glass with it and ties this basketball game up at 11. Tyler Crum said everybody came in. They were able to install a lot of things early, especially on the offensive side. Three ball on the way really went off the mark there from Carter Freitag. But said practice has been a whole new world here this year. Nice fake out from Riker Ford. Three ball no good. Bennett Freitag with it. Quick outlet now. This is Klitz on the run. Gets tipped away from Ford though in transition. Now stolen away by Sievers. Hamilton with it. Drives on the right side. Stops, pops from about 8 feet. Rolls off the rim. Tip in bucket though for Caden Meyer. And West Central has their first lead of the contest, 13-11, with 6:50 left to go here in the first half. They'll work the basketball in. Klitz with it. Dribbling around, Blaine Sidwell will check back in on the next dead ball. They get it down into Beckerman, and it'll be a foul on the floor against Cameron Sievers. Second foul of the quarter against West Central. For Sievers, it'll be his first. Sidwell checks in, Riker Ford takes a seat. And it'll be a 1-4 inbound set here for the Rockets. As Carter Freitag inbounds. Getting cooking it into Bennett Freitag. Nice little move as Bennett Freitag caught everybody sleeping on that block and gets the quick inbounds bucket, and we're tied back up at 13. Hamilton with the basketball. Still a little bit of a zone look here from the Rockets as they get it down into Sidwell. High post. Meyer with it. Turns, maybe a little bit bumped. Trying to dive in for it was Howard. It gets taken away, though, by Carter Freitag. Rockets back on the run. Three ball on the way, off the front of the iron, no good from Carter Freitag. Gets his own rebound, he'll toss it off of Sievers, and it'll go out of bounds and remain with the Rockets. West Central grabs into their bench. It'll be Carson Clevenger, the 5'9 junior guard, wearing number 3. He'll sit down Cameron Sievers here. Clevenger, Ford, Sievers, a really nice trio of guards here for West Central. Seeing some early minutes out of Blaine Sidwell as well. A lot of guys that were in complementary roles last year for West Central now thrust into the spotlight here. Bickerman works around to the left side, picks it up. Cross-court pass now back into Reed Freitag. Drives into double coverage, nothing there, back to Klitz. Carter Freitag stops. Nice defensive effort here by the Cougars as Bennett Freitag drives high off the glass, no good. And on the run, here comes Nick Hamilton. Numbers for West Central. Drives into the lane, stolen away though and tripped away. Nice job by Reed Freitag, and they say that'll be a Rockets basketball. Just checking back into the contest here for Rushville, it'll be the junior guard, number 32, Brody Brush. Checking in for the first time for Rushville Industry. Also checking in, Escapa back into the contest. Klitz will sit down after a couple of nice minutes for the Rockets. Rushville Industry in the home whites tonight. West Central in their road blacks with white numbers and letters and silver trim. Long, dangerous pass gets stolen away. Now Sidwell able to come up with the interception. Gets it on the run to Hamilton. Hamilton drives in, goes up against Bennett. Free tag up and under and good. Steal in a bucket. Cougars regain the lead 15-13. Up and down basketball game. These two teams want to run. It's Bennett. Free tag drives into the baseline. It'll be a foul driving in. And we'll see who gets whistled for this one. I believe it's going to be Blaine Sidwell. It will. It'll be Sidwell's first. Team second, excuse me. We'll get the foul on the other side for Rushville Industry corrected. First game of the season for us, too. 5:06 left in the second. Driving in. Up high off the glass. That's going to be a quick bucket for Brush. Brody Brush. And it's 15-15. Stop and pop at the free throw line for Howard is no good, and it'll be a foul going the other way on the rebound. West Central foul is going to go against Gabe Howard. It'll be his second personal foul already. Third of the quarter here for West Central as the foul starting to pile up just a little bit more than Ryan Seasting and the crew would probably like. Sievers and Ford will check back in, and full court pressure immediately from West Central, and that's going to be out of bounds on Rushville Industry. As they say, Reed Freetag touched it last. Tripped up there by Riker Ford, and the Cougars will get it right back. They get it down into Howard. Drives into triple coverage. Goes through with it. Dangerous place to be, but they get rid of it, and the pass goes out of bounds. Riker Ford started to go on the baseline. Sievers tried to throw it back to him out in the wing, and it just goes out of bounds. Rushville Industry has been able to get past this full court defense of West Central, but the Cougars have started to trip them up just a little bit here. Dribbling through is Bennett. Freetag on the run. Nice down into Bickerman. Goes up, gets blocked out as Howard gets a hand on it. Zach Howard, the 6'2 senior, gets a paw on it and goes out of bounds. Caden Meyer will check out Gabe Howard here. And substitutions coming on the other side for Rushville Industry. It's number 25, Spencer Jackson, a sophomore forward. Both of these teams digging into the bench here early, trying to see what they've got. They get it up high, quickly into Spencer. On the right side, Reed Freetag dives into double coverage, goes up against Howard. No call on the contact. It'll go out of bounds and remain with Rushville Industry. Seeing some folks from Mendon Unity starting to show up here, the Mustangs. And Sawyer Allen will take on Ray Sherwood's Hartsburg-Emden Stags coming up here at 6:30. Another turnover for Rushville Industry. The Cougars can't take advantage as they toss it out of bounds too. Goes over the head of Hamilton and out of bounds into the Rushville Industry cheerleading squad. They work the basketball now down into Escapa. He crosses the time stripe, quickly moving down. Nice up and under on the shot there from Brush. No good. Escapa will come up with the loose ball rebound. Jackson Spencer with it. Dribbling around on the right side. Has to get rid of it. It's Reed Freetag. Down into the corner. Dribbling in, Jackson Spencer with a really off-balance shot. He's going to get fouled, though, by Zach Howard and go to the free throw line. Zach Howard will pick up the foul for West Central. It's going to be his second of the contest, fourth of the quarter against the Cougars, and stepping to the line here is number 32, Brody Brush, the junior. Eyes up the first one, no good. Moose Lodge, located in Pittsfield on the square. Check out the Friday meals at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food is hot, drinks are cold at the Moose Lodge in 420. Tell them Big Merle and Rick sent you. Brody Brush eyes up the second. Up and in. And Rushville Industry regains the lead here, 16-15. Riker Ford drives in. Nice stop and pop with the right hand, no good. Bennett Freetag skies above everybody to grab the rebound. They'll work the basketball around. Freetag driving in on the left side. Nothing there as he gets caught up by Caden Meyer. Caden Meyer, Carson Brown do a great job on that short corner defense, but able to drive in that time is Brody Brush and get the basket. It's 18-15. Rushville Industry with the lead here. 3:20 left to go on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. They work the basketball around. This is Sievers with it. Drives in between two, kicks it up. 3-ball on the way from Blaine Sidwell. No good. And coming up to the rebound is Caden Meyer. Strips it away, goes up, and he'll get fouled. And Caden Meyer will head to the free throw line for 2 for West Central. Foul's going to go against number 25, Jackson Spencer. It'll be Spencer's first, second of the quarter against Rushville Industry. First one up, no good out of the hands of Caden Meyer. When you need a concrete job, give the guys at Pike County Concrete a call. Call 217-285-5548. Locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. That is Pike County Concrete. Caden Meyer with the second one out of the way. Rolls off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounds grabbed there awkwardly by Chase Bickerman. They'll get it to Bennett Freitag. Back to Bickerman, down into the corner. This is Brody Brush on the way. Brody Brush knocks it down from long range. And it's 21-15. 6-point lead for Rushville Industry. They led 7-0 in the early going. 3-ball on the way. Answered quickly, though, by Cameron Sievers. 21-18. A couple of hot shots here late in the second. And now Sievers flies out of bounds into the Rushville Industry cheerleading squad. The intensity from this Cougars full court pressure has picked up incrementally throughout the second quarter here, as Rushville Industry really trying to work hard to get through it. They'll get the basketball in now to Jackson Spencer. Dribbles around. This is Brush with it, dribbling through everybody, and it's going to be a foul on the floor, and that's going to send somebody to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Riker Ford. That's going to be his first, team fifth of the quarter. And stepping up to the free throw line is Jackson Spencer, the sophomore forward on this team. First one up out of the right hand, bounces around the rim and no good. With an experienced lineup of brokers, Pike County Real Estate and Auction sells it all, including tillable farmland, hunting and recreational properties, commercial buildings, residential homes, investment properties, and anything in between. See all the current listings at PCRErealestate.com to learn more. Neither free throw good. Back on the run is Hamilton. High off the glass, no good. Tipped in by Blaine Sidwell, though. And now it's stolen away. This is Sievers with it. Goes up against Bennett Freitag. No call on the contact. Freitag's going to come away with it, much to the despise of the West Central fans. Bennett Freitag dribbles around. One-handed bounce pass. 3-ball on the way from Jackson Spencer, no good. Driving the rebound is Caden Meyer. Here comes West Central. One-handed long pass down into Sidwell. Quickly into Howard and tipped away, though. A nice hustle play from Jackson Spencer to shut down the transition bucket. Gabe Howard will check back in for West Central. Checking back in will be Jagger Bartlett, Carter Freitag, and Reed Freitag with 1:54 left to go here in the half. They work the ball in down to the Gabe Howard. Goes up against Bennett Freitag and up and in, and Gabe Howard wins the battle. That is a tough two for Gabe Howard. West Central leads 22-21 after trailing by 6 quickly. Carter Freitag with it. The sophomore dribbles around off the back of his foot. No good. Hamilton dives to the floor for it. And that'll be a travel, though, on the tough play from Nick Hamilton. Dove for it. Slid just a little too far, and the officials say that's a turnover. And the officials will reset things here on the inbounds play. Is a much more polished Rushville Industry squad than what we saw last year. This team really struggled to score points last year, really only scoring just about 35, 40 points a game, and that's going to be a travel and a turnover as West Central shakes things up a little bit. But this Rushville Industry squad looking a little more polished than what we saw last season. A lot of early turnovers. Always played hard on the defensive end, but really struggle on the offensive side. But Tyler Crum's got this squad working a little bit closer. We've got a timeout on the floor. I guess we'll take it too. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber, for all your building needs. Come see us in Pittsfield.
Well, we'll find out who took the Adams Fiber timeout in just a second. But when you need reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you, Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more about Adams Fiber. 1:20 left to go here in the first half, and it's been a pretty tight contest. Rushville Industry led 7-0 in the early going. They just led by 6 not too long ago, but a couple of quick turnovers and quick baskets for West Central, and the Cougars have regained the lead 22-21 in what's been a fun half of basketball here so far. We'll tell you all about it coming up on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep halftime show. A nice crowd is here. Rushville Industries got about 8 cheerleaders on the floor, and I think they've got about 8 or 9 more that are suited up behind them, sitting on the bench waiting to come in. It's a lot of cheerleaders. Keith Carruthers, Ken Gray on the opposite sideline for Menden Unity. They'll suit up here in just a little bit with their talented junior leader, Sawyer Allen, as the Mustangs will look to make some big waves like they did last season in this tournament. We are on a little bit of a delay here. I believe we've got a little bit of blood we are tending to on the floor, and that is what we're trying to get here. We saw Bennett Freitag walk off the floor during that stoppage, and we've got a little bit of blood here. It's on the Rushville Industry side, just about probably 5 feet north of the top of the key. So we'll step aside for another quick 30. When we come back, we'll wrap up this first half on Central Illinois Sport.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Well, welcome back here as we're still tending to things on the floor. Elliot Craig, the athletic director here at Beardstown, along with one of the officials and some maintenance crew, taking a look at things here on the floor as they try to wipe up just a couple of last spots, and I think we'll get back to action here quickly. Starting in about 25 minutes, it'll be the first game at the Saki Turkey Tournament at Voschel Gymnasium in Pittsfield. Charlie, John, and Jack will have all the action for you this week at Voschel, as we'll be here all week long from Beardstown as we get ready to wrap up this first half for you. 1:20 left to go. West Central with the 1-point lead and the basketball. In the event of a tie-up, West Central would retain possession. Hamilton with it, still in this 2-3 zone look from Rushville Industry. They'll work it around now over to Severs on the left side. Looks inside. They try to get it to Gabe Howard, Caden Meyer on the high post. 2 big fellas right there. That's a lot of inside presence. They try to work it around. Gets tipped up by Carter Freitag. West Central holds on to it. Hamilton drives in hard. Up off the glass is good. Another tough take for Nick Hamilton. And it's a 3-point lead for the Cougars. Driving in now. Here come the Rockets. Trying to push with 50 seconds left to go in the half. Reed Freitag dribbles out the big Tiger paw, works it over to Bickerman. Down into Jagger Bartlett, drives in, and he'll get fouled by Hamilton and go to the free throw line. For Nick Hamilton, it'll be his second foul. Rockets get a chance to put 2 more points on the board with no time moving. And stepping up to the line will be the junior guard, Jagger Bartlett. Up off the glass and no good. Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Escapa will check back in for Carter Freitag. Freitag's already got a couple of fouls on him. Brody Brush looks to check in on the make. Second one up out of the right hand, off the back of the iron, no good. Rockets have not shot the free throw very well here in the first half. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be off of Rushville Industries. Macon Kessler had his hands on it last. Cougars with the ball, up 3. They'll try and extend coming into the halftime break here. Sievers will walk up the court, guarded by Escapa. Down in the corner, Riker forward with it. Nice fake out, drives in, short corner from about 13, no good. Going up high is Gabe Howard, and he'll get the foul. As Macon Kessler will walk to the opposite side for free throws. For Gabe Howard, that's going to be his third personal foul already of the contest. And walking to the opposite side here, it'll be Macon Kessler. Kid Tyler Crum says has worked extremely hard in the offseason to be a real contributor on this Rockets team, and he expects to see him do that this year as he knocks down the first one and gets us back to a 2-point contest. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404 as the second one is no good. And Bickerman's going to get whistled for the foul. It'll be the third of the quarter here against the Rockets. Blaine Sidwell will quickly check back in for West Central. Just Bickerman's first of the contest. 26.2 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ford and Sievers up near the top of the key. Hamilton on the opposite wing with 13 left to go. They'll get it to Sievers, guarded out now by Escapa. Driving in, Sievers nowhere to go, goes into double coverage. Caden Meyer gets it, just pops it up quickly. No good, gets scooped up at the very end by Sievers. He can't finish, and we've reached the halftime break. It's West Central 24, Rushville Industry 22, and we've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. We'll come back and tell you more about this one here at the Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39,800. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28,500, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in, because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess, serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Little Jess in Quincy, Illinois. Family owned and operated, their staff will make the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see the gang in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy and tell them your friends from Central Illinois Sports sent you. It's been a fun one here so far in our first of 3 tonight from the Beardstown Tiger Classic as the West Central Cougars hold a 24-22 lead over the Rushville Industry Rockets. 2 more games coming up on the slate for you here tonight. Menden Unity will take on Hartsburg-Emden at 6:30, and the Southeastern Suns will take on the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity Tornadoes. That one's scheduled for an 8 p.m. tip-off. 2 games over at Pittsfield tonight, starting at 6 and 7:30. The whole boys have you covered all week at Voschel. We've got you covered all week long here at Beardstown. No need to go anywhere else. All 16 games of the tournament will be carried live full here on Central Illinois Sports. Put one on your TV, one on your tablet, one on your phone, whatever your choosing is for your favorite viewing device, and stay abreast with us all week long here on Central Illinois Sports. We kick off a brand new season of high school basketball here in the state of Illinois. A lot of excitement and a lot of storylines and a lot of new emerging players we expect to see here after some big graduations and some very successful seasons last year from some of our area teams. It should be another exciting run here, and we're so glad to bring it to you on Central Illinois Sports. We'll come back with a little bit more breakdown of this one here of the first half of play as West Central leads Rushville Industry 24-22. You're watching the 8th annual Beardstown Tiger Classic here on Central Illinois Sports.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fnbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
We welcome you back here to the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Family owned and operated, Little Jess's team will make sure your car buying process is simple and make sure your needs are satisfied. We encourage you to go see them online again at littlejessmotor.com or visit the guys in person anytime, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Just 2 minutes left to go here in our halftime intermission of our first contest of 3 tonight. West Central filling in a lot of big holes here after the graduation of Zach Evans, Chance Little, and Mason Berry, and seeing some nice efforts here out of the guards and, of course, some nice inside play. West Central last season prided themselves on defense and rebounding and a little bit of pressure to get some turnovers, and that's what's kind of helped them stay in this one and maintain this lead so far. For Rushville Industry, doing a nice job getting through this pressure of West Central and looking a little more on point with their offensive side of the basketball, Bennett Freitag. Of course, the big senior leader here. We've seen him play for several years now at the varsity level and really kind of helping out here. One of 3 Freitags on the roster, Reed, Carter, and Bennett. We do our best to keep all 3 of them caught up for you here as we get ready to rock and roll. We're going to step aside for one last break. When we come back, it's second half action here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic on Central Illinois Sports.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Back to live action here with you folks as we get rocking and rolling from Beardstown. With the basketball now deep into the corner as Sievers with it. He'll kick things off, and we hope we are still with you here as we're having just a little bit of trouble on our computer. With the basketball now. And it's going to go out of bounds as we're still a little bit stalled. There we go. We hope we are back with you, folks. We apologize. We just had a quick moment there of issue. It's 27-22 after a quick three-pointer from the Cougars. They'll get the basketball back. Driving in is Hamilton. Dumps it down off into Caden Meyer. Gets it back now. This is Brown with it. Stops one dribble off with a good basket. And just like that, West Central back to a 29-22 advantage here in the early going. If you are watching us on YouTube, let us know if you are back to good, folks. We had just a quick second there where our streaming software kind of froze up on us, but I think we're back to good. So if you're watching with us, dump me a quick comment. Let me know. We appreciate it as we work to bring you this basketball game here tonight. First game of the year for us as well. They get the basketball now. This is Bennett Freitag on the left elbow. Drives in, goes up against Brown, rolls around and good. Another tough take there for Bennett Freitag. 24-29, Cougars with the lead. Bennett Freitag with 9 points in the early going here. Nick Hamilton with 8. Cameron Sievers with 8 on the opposite side for West Central. This is Riker Ford. 3-ball in the corner, up and good. Knocks it down from 19-9. Cougars starting to get hot here. It's 32-24. Driving in up hard. This is Freitag, and it's on the floor either way. We'll see who the foul gets whistled against as Reed Freitag with a tough take, but it'll be on the floor. Foul goes against what looks to be their Caden Meyer. And they get the basketball. Reed Freitag drives in up against Meyer, up with the right hand, no good. It's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll belong to West Central. 6:17 left to go here in the third period. West Central on top 32-24. We'll get it right, folks, on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Down to the right side, Riker Ford with it. Fakes a three, gives it down into Severs in the corner, drive guarded by Jagger Bartlett. Now Bartlett's going to get whistled for the foul as he bumps a little hard into Severs. 32, thank you, Brian. Slater, hopefully we are up and running correctly here. And just a quick second where our streaming software had froze up. They get the basketball into Carson Brown. Free throw line, kicks it back out to Meyer around the top of the key. This is Hamilton. He'll fire up one long range, no good. Rolls in and out of the rim. Guys fighting for it everywhere, and the officials say it'll stay with West Central. Cougars will toss it way back into Severs in the backcourt. They get it into Brown at the high post. They work it around, overloaded on the right side. Severs the lone man on the left. It's going to go hard pass from Hamilton. Goes off the fingertips of Severs and out of bounds. A turnover against West Central. 5:42 left in the opening one. Seeing a couple of our officials walk in for the next contest. Bennett Freitag drives in, kicks it back out. This is Bickerman off the left side of the iron. Going in for it's Jagger Bartlett. He'll get the board in the bucket for Jagger Bartlett, and it's 32-26. Ford with the basketball. They whip it around. Drives in, goes up. Severs with it, rolls in and out of the rim. Bennett Freitag comes down with it, and it'll be a travel there as Carter Freitag got a little too excited and drags the foot. Blaine Sidwell will check back in for West Central. And getting a seat for the Cougars will be Nick Hamilton, the junior guard. Still a little bit of this zone look here from Rushville Industry. Driving in is Severs. He's going to hit the deck hard, and he'll get fouled. And the foul reported is number 24, Chase Bickerman. For Bickerman, it'll be his second personal foul, second of the quarter against Rushville Industry. Severs will be the inbounds man. It'll be a box set for West Central. Slashing through is Brown. Nothing there on the block. Instead, it'll be Ford who comes out on the baseline. Looks at the three. Doesn't like it. Gives it over. Brown whips it into the corner to Severs. Guarded out now by Reed Freitag. Driving in is Severs. He'll get fouled, and it's going to be what most likely will be Bennett Freitag. We'll see. It will be Bennett. Third foul of the quarter against Rushville Industry for Bennett Freitag. I believe that should be a second personal foul. That's what we've got. They don't have it updated on the board quite yet. They kick it down to the corner. This is Ford driving in, goes around Jagger Bartlett, and Bartlett will pick up another foul here quickly. Foul starting to mount up here for the Rockets. They've got 4 in the quarter. All of them have come within about the last 90 seconds. 4 personal fouls now for Jagger Bartlett. Brody Brush will get in. Severs inbounds, nothing there in the initial try. They get it into Brown. Brown, double team, gets it out of trouble. Excuse me, that was Meyer. He gets it to Brown. His shot no good. Flying in for it is Reed Freitag. lost the basketball. Brown got a hand on it. It'll go out of bounds off number 25, and it'll remain to Rushville Industry. Just about halfway through the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here, our first of many this season on Central Illinois Sports. Bennett Freitag drives through the press. Triple coverage, loses a little bit of control, kicks it out to Reed Freitag. 3 balls, no good. Riker Ford fights for the rebound. He gets caught up with Bickerman. It goes off of Ford, and it'll stay with the Rockets here. They try to toss it in to Bennett Freitag. It's going to be a bump on the back, and I think that's going to go against Carson Brown. It will go against Carson Brown. Third foul of the quarter here against the Cougars, and for Carson Brown, that'll be his third personal. They get it into Bennett Freitag. He quickly gets rid of it. They try to toss it down. Nice little bounce pass in the corner. Brush couldn't get the finish, though. And it gets stolen away from Reed Freitag. Goes through his hands, though, and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars as the Rockets playing a little heads-up basketball here on defense. Zach Howard will check back in. Carson Brown will get a breather. Brown with 3 fouls for West Central. Jagger Bartlett with 4 for Rushville Industries. Bennett Freitag with 9 points. Brody Brush has 8 for this Rushville Industries squad as the 3 ball is up and good for Riker Ford. Ford knocks down another triple. It's 35-26 halfway through the third period. And it's going to be a travel there against Brush. Caught up by Caden Meyer as he turned, saw Meyer, and drug the foot. Nick Hamilton checks back in. Cameron Sievers, get to seat. We'll learn everybody's name as we get through the week. Meyer, the inbounds man from the scorer's table. Wendy McClenning and her crew do a great job down at the scorer's table all week long. Kick back out, nice ball movement here from West Central. Hamilton drives into double coverage, and it's going to be a Freitag. We'll see which one it is. That one's going to go against Reed Freitag. Reed Freitag with the foul. 5th of the quarter here against Rushville Industry, and that's going to send Hamilton to the free throw line. As Hamilton steps to the free throw line, we tell you about Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Come enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Fridays 11 to midnight, and Saturdays 4 to midnight. Burgers, drafts, fun, food, friends, and more at Bowlers Universe, way out on the west side of Pittsfield. First free throw for Hamilton is good. Rolls around, does the second, no good. Howard diving in for it. And they'll catch his toe on the line, and it'll be out of bounds to the Rockets. Those bright white shoes contrast just enough on the line, and even the poorest official can see that. We say that in jest, folks. We appreciate all of our guys in the stripes working hard as Ford comes up with it off the turnover and gets the bucket. It's 38-26 now as the Cougars starting to pull away here with some defensive pressure and rebounding. Sievers will check back in for West Central. Tyler Crum says he wants a timeout. We'll take it to West Central 38, Rushville Industry 26. We're back in a minute here on Central Illinois Sports.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Tyler Crum takes the Adams Network Adams Fiber timeout. For top-notch local computer sales and service, call Adams Experts at 214-3423. Fast, friendly, and affordable. That's Adams Fiber, one of our great sponsors here on Central Illinois Sports. Rushville Industry takes the timeout. They've got 3 remaining here in the contest. they've got 4. West Central has 4. That's what they've got here. We'll try and get this adjusted accordingly. As we had 3. We'll get it fixed. Rushville Industry with the basketball. Bennett Freitag driving in. He'll get fouled on the drive to the lane. It'll be a foul on the floor. Fourth foul of the quarter here against the Cougars. As Ford will check back in. Nick Hamilton will get a seat. Carter Freitag, the inbounds man, quickly gets it into the corner. Reed with it. Ball fake. Drives into the lane. Up high with the right hand on the acrobatic shot. No good. And Nick Hamilton comes down, or Zach Howard, comes down with the rebound. Caden Meyer out to Blaine Sidwell. He's knocked one down already from long range. Misses on that one. Bennett Freitag comes up with it. Almost gets stolen away by Caden Meyer. Here come the Rockets on the run. They've got numbers. Into the corner. Reed Freitag. No, doesn't like the look. They toss it back out. Brody Brush with it. Off the front of the rim, and Severs will grab the rebound. One-handed pass down to Ford. Down into Howard. Loses the basketball. Tosses it in. Gets stolen away by Reed Freitag. Turnover against the Cougars here with 2:30 left to go in the third. With the basketball as Bickerman goes up, it'll be a travel as he got one too many steps in before he got the shot off. A turnover against Rushville Industry. And the basketball will go back to the Cougars with 2:19. 38-26 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Ford with the basketball down in the corner. Still a zone look here from Rushville Industry. We haven't seen much else outside of that tonight. They try to get the basketball down into Howard in the short corner. Nothing there. Now back up to the free throw line. This is Meyer out to Sidwell. The curly-haired number 30 takes a couple of dribbles and gets it back out to the point guard. Ford with it. Nice ball movement. Gets tipped away, though. Carter Freitag got a hand on it. And Bennett Freitag comes up with it for the Rockets. 1:40 left to go. Freitag driving in. Nice dish off from Freitag to Bickerman, and Bickerman will get the finish. And it's back to a 10-point ball game, 38-28 with 90 seconds left to go in the third. Driving in is Severs, up with the right hand, off the side of the rim, no good. And Reed Freitag will come down with the basketball. Picked up the dribble and got double-teamed, able to get away from it. Now here comes Brody Brush. Brush with 8 points in the contest here so far. That one gets stripped and tipped away, and an official's timeout as we've got a little bit of an injury here as untied shoes. A little bit of a quick injury. Carter Freitag might have got tripped up a little bit there. Carson Clevenger will check back in for the Cougars. Ian Escapa will check back in for Rushville Industry. We'll also see Jason Klitz come back in for Rushville Industry. 1:09 left to go in the third. Been a nice ball game here. West Central has really started to clamp things down, though, a little bit defensively. But Rushville Industry doing enough just to hang in and make this one interesting going into the fourth. In the event of a tie-up, Rushville Industry would get the basketball. Clevenger with it, takes a dribble, gets it up into Hamilton, kicks it back out to Ford. Gabe Howard on the floor, gets bumped around now with Bennett Freitag. And both guys on the inside working hard, and they get back up. Here's Ford with it, drives baseline into triple coverage. Down into Gabe Howard, gets caught up with Bickerman. Howard bumped around everywhere, no call. Here comes the missed shot, and Bennett Freitag with it. 30 seconds left to go in the third. Freitag dribbles in around Gabe Howard, bullies up, goes up with the right hand, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Bennett Freitag. And it'll be a turnover against Rushville Industry. He and Gabe Howard have been banging on the last couple of possessions, and he gets whistled for the hook and the foul. 26.1 seconds left to go. And Ryan Seaston quickly calling for a sub. The officials say it's too late and will play on. Clevenger with it. Takes a couple of dribbles, stops out near the volleyball line, gets it over to Nick Hamilton. 13 seconds left to go. Hamilton dribbling around, trying to find somebody open. That's Clevenger. Back to Hamilton, drives into the lane, drives in, finds an opening, goes up with the right hand. Nice move around Bennett Freitag, able just to stay enough distance away. And that is going to be off the hands of Zach Howard. Sievers will check back in. Riker Ford will take a quick seat. There is 0.4 of a second left here in the third. Just long enough for Jason Klitz to fire this one down. We'll see how much of a talented arm the young man has. There'll have to be a quick catch and shoot. Bennett Freitag fires it up from three-quarter court. No good off the glass, and we've reached the end of three. It's West Central 40, Rushville Industry 28. We're back in 60 seconds here on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Back for fourth quarter action here from the Beardstown Tiger Classic. West Central leads 40-28 as we get ready for the final quarter of play. It's Brush, Escapa, Klitz, Carter Freitag, and Jackson Spencer on the floor for the Rockets. On the opposite side, it's Nick Hamilton, Cameron Sievers, Caden Meyer, Carson Brown, and Riker Ford starting for the guys in black. Foul trouble starting to mount up a little bit here on both sides as Escapa will fire up a three from the right side. In and out of the rim, no good. And bouncing to get the rebound now is Jackson Spencer, and we're going to get a quick foul on the floor. I believe it's Carson Brown. They don't like it, do the West Central fans. And that's going to be a fourth foul of the contest here against Carson Brown, and the first of the quarter against West Central. Zach Howard will check back in. Carson Brown, frustrated, will head back to the bench. Little curl in the double screen, nothing there for Brush as they'll get it into Jackson Spencer instead. He gets tripped up at the corner, picks up a dribble, tries to find Carter Freitag. Gets caught up, a really tough shot there against Riker Ford. Misses everything, and now here comes West Central. Hamilton with the basketball, takes a few dribbles around side. That's Meyer at the high post. A little bit of a 1-3-1 look here, something that Tyler Crum said they've been working on a little bit here this season, wanting to give a little bit of a different defensive look. Meyer, ball fake, drives in, one-handed pass down in the corner. Rockets it into Sievers, in and out of the rim. Meyer comes up with the rebound. He'll get the finish. Board in a bucket for Caden Meyer. 42-28 for Meyer. He's got 4 points in the contest. Driving down hard is Carter Freitag. He'll get fouled. It'll be on the floor as the foul is going to go against Sievers. Quickly, the second of the quarter here, and the third against Cameron Sievers for West Central. Bennett Freitag checks back in along with Reed as Escapa and Klitz will get a seat for the Rockets. Scorer's table asks, who was it again? He says 4, just like I told you the last time. Reed Freitag into Bennett, gets stolen away now by Sievers, but it goes out of bounds. Cameron Sievers. Looking just a little bit physically stronger than we saw him last season, but just as tenacious on defense as Sievers knocks the basketball out of bounds for West Central. They get the basketball into Bennett Freitag. Goes in against Meyer, and he's going to go up, and it'll be a foul. And Bennett Freitag will head to the free throw line looking for 2 more to cut into this deficit. Foul is going to go against Caden Meyer. Third of the quarter already here against West Central. Just a minute and 10 gone in the period. Bennett Freitag heads to the free throw line. It's a 14-point hole here right now for Rushville Industries. The first one rolls around and no good. Waters Concrete and Tim, offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. Give the guys a call at 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Second one rolls in and out. Free throws have not been the friend here of Rushville Industry tonight. Sievers with the basketball, double teamed out, kicks it down into Ford. Ball fake, drives in, little runner with the right hand as a nice little baseline drive. 44-28, West Central with the lead here in this one. Rushville Industry is going to have to start knocking down some shots, but instead it's going to be a travel as Jackson Spencer gets caught up dribbling down the sidelines. They'll work the basketball down into Nick Hamilton, guarded out by Brush. He'll dribble it all the way back out to the midcourt line. Now back down into Ford. And battling in is Bennett Freitag and Nick Hamilton, or Zach Howard, excuse me. We're going to get these names right. It's going to be a double foul. A foul against Bennett Freitag and a foul against Zach Howard both. So it's going to be the fourth of the quarter against West Central, first of the quarter against Rushville Industry. For Howard, it'll be his third personal foul. I believe it's also the third now for Bennett Freitag. Driving in is Sievers. Up with the right hand. Tough take and in. Cameron Sievers, 2 more. He's got 10 in the ball game. And another foul here quickly against Howard. That's going to be his 4th. That's also the 5th of the quarter now against West Central. As we'll see Blaine Sidwell check back into the contest. Fouls once again starting to pile up here. Jagger Bartlett on the floor with 4. They just took Nick Howard off the floor. He's got 4. Sievers has 3. Nick Hamilton has 3. Bennett Freitag has 3. 6:14 left to go here in the contest, though. It's 46-28. West Central with the lead, and Carter Freitag heading to the free throw line, as we'll see Gabe Howard make his way back to the contest after the first one. First one up, rolls around and good. And it's 46-29 as Gabe Howard checks back into the contest. Logan Agri-Service with locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, and Knox City. Wayland, Monticello, and Paris, Missouri. Give them a call at 217-833-2375. Logan Agri-Service, the postgame sponsor here all season long on Central Illinois Sports. Second one up from Carter Freitag, up and in. 46-30 the lead as Tyler Crum wants 30 seconds to take it over. We'll take it too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back on Central Illinois Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to action here. Rushville Industry takes the timeout. 3 timeouts remaining now for Rushville Industry. 4 timeouts still remaining on the opposite side for West Central if they choose to use them. They've got a 16-point lead in the basketball, trying to whittle away this one to their first win of the new season. They get it to Hamilton. Brushes off Carter Freitag, and he's going to get a push off, though, as Reed Freitag met him at the top of the key. Hamilton got a little bit too much of an elbow out, and it'll be a turnover against West Central. Blaine Sidwell checks back in for West Central. And he'll go find Howard to give him a seat. Or Hamilton, excuse me. Hamilton's Howard's. Oh, my. Reed Freitag with the basketball. Gets it up top of the key. Now this is Bennett. Sees guys slashing around. Nothing he likes, and he gives it off to Reed Freitag. One dribble. Picks up the basketball. Now back to Bennett at the free throw line, guarded by Gabe Howard. Driving down inside. That's Carter Freitag, and he's going to get bumped and fouled by Riker Ford. For Ford, it'll be his second foul of the contest. It'll send Rushville Industry back to the free throw line here with 5:42. Rushville Industry can start to knock down some free throws and get a couple of stops, they can put themselves back into position in this one. As we'll see the sophomore step to the free throw line. First one is in. That'll make point number 5 on the night for Carter Freitag as it's 46-31. Remind you about Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies, power tools, and lawn chairs. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. No time like the present to get stocked up on some extra salt. Mother Nature and winter will be here before you know it. 46-32 with 5:38 left to go on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Sievers with the basketball, guarded out by Carter Freitag near the volleyball line. They dump it down into the corner to Meyer. Look at the cross-court pass, nothing there. Tried to dangerously throw it in. It gets tipped away from Bennett Freitag. Sievers comes back up with it, though. Going in with that slicing right hand again is Cameron Sievers. He'll take it in and make money out of a mess, and it's 48-32. 5:10 left to go in the contest. Bennett Freitag tipped it away. Sievers grabbed it, sprinted in for the layup. Bennett Freitag gets tipped away by Caden Meyer after the nice defense from Gabe Howard. In transition, Blaine Sidwell goes up and in. Cougars are rolling now, 50-32 on the transition bucket on the turnover. Jagger Barkley into Bennett Freitag, goes up, and it'll be another offensive foul as Gabe Howard hits the deck after the contact. Tyler Crum does not like it at all. Bennett Freitag will head to the bench. Maybe, nope, they're going to go ahead and leave him in the contest. Gabe Howard bodied up, took the contact, and now there's going to be a technical foul issued against the bench for Rushville Industry. It'll be the 3rd team foul of the quarter against Rushville Industry after they get it to the board. Cameron Sievers will step to the free throw line for the technical shots. As West Central starting to pull away here, 50-32. Sievers eyes up the first one off the front of the rim, and it's in and good. Mendon Unity taking on Hartsburg-Emden, we believe was supposed to be the next contest here. Coming up at 6:30 after this one wraps up. Sievers will get the second. It's a 20-point advantage now for the Cougars, and they'll get the basketball out of bounds to continue play. Still a lot to like so far out of this Rushville Industry squad. A lot of depth, a lot of experience here, and we expect to see this team start to put some things together, likely through the rest of this tournament and into the rest of the regular season. Ford with the basketball, kicks it back out to Sievers. Nowhere to go, has to dribble through double team coverage. Nice dump down into Gabe Howard, the easy layup now. 54-32, 4:26 left to go in this one. Gabe Howard with 4 points on the night for West Central. Shot up on the way from Bickerman is no good as it goes over the top of the rim. Sievers with the basketball, dribbles behind the back, dribbles through 2 defenders into Ford at the block. Shot falls a little bit short. It'll go off the hands of Blaine Sidwell and out of bounds. Nick Hamilton, along with Carson Brown, will check back in for the boys in black. We'll wrap this one up on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show and get you set for our next contest. As always, we remind you, we'll shut this stream down and activate the next one, and you can start to check things out on the next ball game. And, of course, Jack, John, and Charlie are underway at Voschel Gymnasium for the first game of 2 tonight from the Saki Turkey Tournament. They dump it down into Bickerman. Nowhere to go. Tosses it off of Carson Brown, and it'll go out of bounds and stay with Rushville Industry. The last loss for Winchester West Central came back at the Quincy Shootout on January 20th against Principia, and it's going to be a blocking foul and count the basket for Chase Bickerman. Chase will get to go to the free throw line as the foul will get whistled against Cameron Sievers. Free throw is no good. Rebound up and grab by Reed Freitag. It's 54-36 here. with 3.5 to go. Sievers one-hand pass down into Ford. Thought about the long-range shot, instead pushes it back out. Meyer on the high block. Brown on the opposite low end. Hamilton driving around at the free throw line. Nothing there. And Coach Seasting will take a timeout. He says, do I have a 30? And we'll take a 32. We're right back here on Central Illinois Sports.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
Ryan Seasting will take the timeout. Both teams with 3 timeouts. We have had that a little messed up here on our scoreboard tonight. We apologize. Like we said, we're getting into the flow just as you are for the new high school basketball season, so bear with us through the bumps. I promise we're worth the juice. Sievers with the basketball, gets it up to Ford at the free throw line. Doubles in, nice little dump down into Carson Brown. Carson Brown gets fouled by Reed Freitag. He'll get to go to the line for the old three-point try. 56-36, a nice little high though there as they found Brown on the opposite block. Goes up and under the basket and gets the bucket. And we're going to have a line change here for Rushville Industry. It's Klitz, Brush, Escapa, Spencer, and Kessler all checking in. And we'll see some guys check in here for West Central. Carson Clevenger taking into the contest along with Charlie Smith, a 6'4 junior wearing number 24. Let's see who else is in here. Landon Wall, number 2, a sophomore, along with Luke Coons, a junior wearing number 12. Brown at the free throw line. There will be one more substitution if he makes it. And he doesn't. And somebody's left waiting. This is Brush with the basketball. He's had a nice basketball game, though, for this Rocket team. Jackson Spencer with it, crossover dribble, gets caught at the high elbow. Jason Klitz, number 33, as they work it around. This is Spencer now. Spin move, drives into the right side, gets caught there by Carson Clevenger, and he'll turn the basketball over. Clevenger pushes it now down to Landon Wall on the right side. 2:30 left to go. Trying to find Brown inside, nothing there. They'll work it down, 3 ball on the way from Landon Wall off the front of the iron. Rebound from Carson Brown. He tries to get an extra 2, no good. Fight for the loose ball, rebound, and Brown had his hands on it and instead will go out of bounds. Ben Bangert will check in, a freshman wearing number 5 for West Central. And that'll get all of the starting rotation for the Cougars out here as they're going to enjoy a 20-ish point victory tonight to open their new season. 2:10 left to go. With the basketballs, Jackson Spencer drives in through triple coverage. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Will Jackson Spencer. Foul will go against number 23. Excuse me, that's 24. Charlie Smith will pick up the foul. First one up and good. It's 56-37. As Spencer knocks down the first and rolls around, touched every part of the rim he could, and he gets the second, 56-38. 2 minutes left to go here. Cougars back on the run. They get the basketball high in the corner there. That goes down into Smith. He dumps it down into the hands of Luke Coons. Second chance opportunity, though, still for Cooper Edinger, no good. Number 23 in the Cougar lineup. They get the basketball to Spencer. Looks down, gets it in the short corner to Coons. He can't keep the handle on it. It'll go out of bounds with 1:40 left. Rushville Industry gave them all they could for a good first half. Cougars started to pull away with defense and rebounding, just as they did many times last season in the second half. And things just kind of got a little out of hand for the Rockets here tonight. This is Edinger with it. Drives in baseline. Runner with the right hand off the rim. No good. Everybody fighting for the loose ball. Rebound. Jackson Spencer comes up with it, and it'll be a jump ball and remain with West Central. Ben Banger will be the inbound man. The young freshman takes it. Box set here for West Central. Slashing down is Edinger, gets it on the right side, goes up and in. Cooper Edinger gets the inbound bucket. 58-38, back to a 20-point advantage with 1:20 left to go. Escapa gets tripped up there by Landon Wall. And Escapa will head to the free throw line here for 2. Ray Sherwood and the Hartsburg-Emden Stags taking on Keith Carruthers and the Menden Unity Mustangs in our second matchup here. Coming up in just a little bit for you on Central Illinois Sports. As Escapa's first one up and in. Ian Escapa knocks down the first, 58-39. Second one up and good as well. Down the line is Wall with it. Throws it away. It's going to go into the backcourt. Escapa trying to chase it down, and he will, but they say it's going to be a backcourt violation as Ben Banger got his hands on it first. Turnover against the Cougars. Rockets will get a chance to cut into this 18-point deficit with just over a minute remaining. Jackson Spencer flashes down. Instead, they'll go into the backcourt to Escapa. They work the basketball around. Spencer with it, or excuse me, that's Brush. Back to Spencer, now Brush with the basketball. Brody Brush on the left side, driving in, gets nicely guarded there by Charlie Smith. They dump the ball down in. Kessler goes up with it. Tough play for Kessler. He's going to get the basket, and he'll get an opportunity to go to the free throw line. Macon Kessler, the senior, with a tough basket here. It's good, and the foul goes against number 5, Ben Banger. His first of the contest with 46.5 left to go here. Macon Kessler steps to the free throw line for the three-point opportunity and knocks it down. 58-43 our score. Cougars throw it into triple team and get stolen away. On the run, this is the Rocket squad. No good, is missing the shot is number 21, Ian Escapa. Loose ball, and we're going to get a jump ball here as Kessler had his hands on it for Rushville Industry, and it'll stay with the Rockets. Klitz will be the inbound man. 2-3 zone look here from West Central. Klitz gets it back in the corner. They dump it down into Escapa. Tosses it back out to Brush. 23 seconds. Brush drives in high off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Cooper Edinger. Wall will cross the time stripe with 5 seconds. Ryan Seasting says, let's run it out and get home for the night, boys. West Central continues their winning ways. They are a 58-43 winner over Rushville Industry, and we have reached the Logan Agri-Service post-game show where we'll get you a quick wrap-up of this one, shut things down, and get ready for our second contest. The Cougars a winner, 58-43 over the Rockets. You're watching the Logan Agri-Service post-game show here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Welcome you back here on the Logan Agri-Service postgame show. Logan Agri-Service with locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, and Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. Over 60 years of wonderful service to our local area. Thanks to Ed and his team for being our postgame sponsor here this season on Central Illinois Sports. West Central, a 58-43 winner here. Rushville Industry led by 7 points. early going, 7-0, and then had a 6-point lead late in the second quarter. Of course, the big tenacious defense and rebounding efforts of West Central, again able to keep things a little bit out of reach in the second half for the Rockets as the Cougars claim a 58-43 win here tonight. We will also name tonight for you our Edward Jones Financial Advisor Player of the Game, brought to you by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek is proudly sponsoring the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, a lot of things to like tonight if you're a West Central fan. And one guy you've got to like right now, I believe, is the play of Cameron Sievers. The guard really able to penetrate in, takes care of the ball pretty well for this squad right now, and able to get some points on some rather acrobatic shots. And, of course, some nice efforts tonight by Riker Ford, Carson Brown, Caden Meyer, and more. I promise you, folks, by Saturday we'll have half of the kids' names right. But we thank everybody for tuning in tonight on our first of three. We remind you, stick around. It's Menden Unity taking on Hartsburg-Emden here in just about 10 minutes. They don't have much time on the clock. We'll shut it down, get things reset. Thank you for watching, folks. This has been a Central Illinois Sports production.